Morning children, welcome back to your moral science classes. So today we will start our lesson number 2, the enlightened one. First I will explain you the meaning of enlighten. Enlighten means to give intellectual or spiritual light, to instruct knowledge. We hope the result of our research will enlighten our colleagues. To enlighten someone means to explain something clearly to him. If your friend is behaving strangely but insists she has a reason for it, you could ask her to enlighten you. Enlighten comes from the metaphor that ignorance is a state of being in the dark. So where it will come? Metaphor that ignorance is a state of being in the dark and that knowledge is illuminating. The Gautam Buddha's story, Siddhartha Gautam, the founder of Buddhism, who later became known as the Buddha. Gautam was born into a wealthy family after 6 years of searching. Buddhists believe Gautam found enlightenment while meditating under Bodhi tree. Gautam Buddha had many disciples. He went from place to place teaching people what he had learnt with Buddha, returned to Kapilavastu. His father, wife and son, along with many others, become his disciples. Of his relatives, called Ananda, become Buddha's faithful disciple and took care of him when he grew old. So, as Lord Buddha lay on his deathbed, the disciples and devotees deathbed utsuk, and his disciples and devotees stood by silently and with anxious faces. So, anxious means utsuk, chintit chehra. They know that inevitable means anivarya would happen at any moment. Anything can happen at any moment. But the Buddha looked calm and serene as ever. So this one is very calm and serene. Suddenly, one of these favorite devotees, Bhadraka, started weeping. His friend started crying. Hearing the sobs, the enlightened one turned to him and asked, "Why you are weeping, Bhadraka?" He was asking, "Why you are crying?" Weeping means crying. Enlightened, we become enlightened in our relationship with God. Master, you are going to leave us forever. Bhadraka spoke in a choked voice. Choked means jam hona. The voice is not coming clearly from the throat. So it is known as choked voice. Who will guide us and light our path when you are gone? With a faint smile playing on his face, Buddha touched Bhadraka and said, "The light you are referring to is there always within you." So what I am saying, and it will be every time with you, and you also give light to everyone. Let your thought, words and deeds be pure and in harmony with one another. You will then discover within you the divine light. Divine light means Divya Prakash, which will guide you on your way to salvation. Salvation means moksha. All of us possesses the holy light within us. So, It is this light that enlightens us and enables to us see God's divine face in His holy men. In order to experience these light, we must cultivate in us noble thought. So we have to keep in a noble thought that get translated into good words and charitable deeds. The divine light asks to walk on the right path. So what we are saying, it will be go from the right path and we have to do the good thing, which leads to peace and happiness. If the work we do nicely or in the right path, it will be give us happiness. Guru Nanak, even as a young boy, was well known for his absolute faith in God. He was every time believing in God only. He liked to remain in the company of sages and saints. Sages and saints mean साधु, साधु की ओर भेजा गया, साधु संत. His father, however, did not like Nanak's association with these religion men. His father always thinking to do some job and settle the life. But Guru Nanak not listening to her father and every time giving help to the men. His father, however, did not like Nanak's association with these religion men. He wanted Nanak to do some respectable job, get married and settle down in the life. So he gave Nanak a substantial sum of money and told him to do some profitable business with it and said to do the business. But Nanak took the money and left home in the company of a friend. He took the money and left the home, but he went in the company of the friend. On the way, they come across a group of hungry sadhu. That time he thought this money is very important to give this sadhu for eating food because they all are hungry. He spent the entire money he had in helping those suffering holy men. His friend tried to discourage Nanak from spending the money on the sadhu. He was saying his friend, don't waste the money in this sadhu. But Nanak was not listening because his father gave money to do some business. By saying friend, the Guru Nanak not listening. My friend said, Nanak, there cannot be more worthy use for this money than to helping these starving men of God. So, this money is very important to help these men. And his friend tried to discourage Nanak from spending the money on the sadhu, that your father gave money to do some business and earn more money. But Nanak was not listening and used the money for helping the starving men of God. After spending the whole money, Nanak returned home. Guru Nanak, the first Guru and founder of the Sikh religion. He is from the Sikh religion and was a genius who spent his entire life for the betterment of humanity. He travelled far and wide and reformed the lives of a large number of people. He believed that there is only one God. So there is only one God whose name is Truth, Ek Omkar Satnam. It is inspiring to note that Sri Guru Granth Sahib, the holy book of the Sikh, it is taken from holy book, Sikh, contain hymns not only by the Sikh Guru but also by those of Hindus and Muslim saints. Thank you.